Hey guys, welcome back. I am back after 11 hours of driving round trip to pick up the Satan's Hollow. So I left this morning at 5 o'clock. I drove straight there in the rain for 5 hours and then literally loaded it up, threw it in the van, stopped, got gas, and came right back. So let's get this out of here and let's do some investigating. It was pouring rain. I couldn't get in the guy's driveway. There was a boat and stuff in the way, so he dollied it out to the van. I looked at it briefly in the garage, and then we just put it in the van and I took off. So let's get a first look here at the underside. Underside of the cabinet is in really nice shape. Obviously I gotta change the leg levelers, but this particle board is not all rotted or anything. So that's a very good start. I do see red paint. So hopefully we can strip off the black paint and maybe we'll get lucky and reveal the side art. You know, I don't care if the side art's in pretty darn good shape. I don't care if the red's all screwed up. We'll paint the red. You know what I mean? And we could touch up the side art if we can get to it. I'd rather try to salvage the original than to get new, because I don't think anybody makes a stencil. I think you got to buy vinyl for the sides. And I'd rather leave the original painted stuff if possible. But I don't know, rocks all over the place. So let's pull this out and we'll take a better look at it. Hopefully these legs don't bust off and I go flying. I didn't realize that these were made out of plywood, these cabinets. I figured all these Midway ones, like Tron and all them, and Tapper and everything, were MDF. I didn't realize that this is actually plywood front and sides. So now I gotta try to stand this up. It's got wheels on it. All right, not too bad actually. The monitor has a little bit of screen burn in it from 1942, because that's what was in it. But you know what? He said he recapped it a year or two ago. So as long as it looks good, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think you'll see much of it. So I didn't even pull the control panel or anything off when I was there. I just literally was there for under 5 minutes. But let's take a look at it. What's nice is the glass and this plastic part are in extremely good shape. I don't really see much flaking or anything, so we don't need to worry about these two pieces. I did order a marquee for it. I did order an overlay for the control panel. You know what's funny is I think the original overlay is on it still. Looks like something is on it. I don't know if you guys can see here. Oh, they just peeled it and left the old piece on the bottom. But it looks like the metal's in good shape, so that should come off nicely. I believe one of these buttons needs to get removed, which is this hole right here. You could tell somebody drilled it. So this hole needs to be filled in, removed and filled in. This is your player 1 and player 2 start, and then these two are your shield buttons for your shield. Got a nice 4-way leaf switch joystick we can save for a future project. So that's good. The coin basket's in there. The metal coin basket. I don't have the coin box is not in there, but I'm 99% positive I have one. So that's a good thing. Speakers are here. I can't tell if they're both in there or not, but we can maybe see from the back. I gotta grab a drill to get the screw out of the back. But let's open the back up. I might want to do some quick investigating work. I don't want to get too involved in this project yet, because I want to get Sinistar artwork touched up and the sides, all the black touched up, the artwork touched up, and clear that cabinet and get it in the basement. I don't want to leave it out here very long. I don't want to get any overspray, dust, or anything all over it. So I want to get that one done and in the basement, and then we might do the cosmetics on this so I can get this out of the way and in the basement, because these cabinets make me nervous when they have that particle board bottom. I don't want to leave them out too long. I don't want them to start swelling up on me. So let me grab my drill here. Let's open the back door up. I am looking for a Sinistar joystick. If anybody has a Sinistar joystick, please message me and let me know. I was talking to a guy just a little bit ago. If not, I have a Gorf joystick that I can take the bottom off of. He told me to take the bottom off of a Gorf joystick and put a Pac-Man bottom on there. And then it'll work just like the Tron one does. But unfortunately, it'd be 4-way, but I can maybe make a restrictor plate or something to keep the joystick only going right to left rather than, you know, all 4 directions. So that's an option. I do have a Gorf joystick and I do have an extra bottom for a Pac-Man joystick. So if I have to go that route, I will. I'd really like to have an original stick. I'm not worried about the red plastic. Arcade Shop and people on eBay, they both sell it. So that's not a big deal. But it'd be nice to have the original one if possible. All right, so what we have in the back here, he said, like he said, he recapped this monitor a few years ago. I think he said a few years ago. And this cup fell off, but that's all right, no big deal. This is a 40, no, it's not a 4600. All right, I don't know what this deal is. That's interesting, but I have an original power brick for this. This is where the circuit boards mount, and then on this side is where the original power supply goes. Unfortunately, somebody ripped the tag off, which sucks. I always like to try to have those tags in my cabinets, but you can't win them all. This is probably one of the first ones where I didn't actually get that tag. Now, what's different on this versus like Tron and Tapper, they put their circuit board on the back of that panel, versus this one, they put the circuit board on this side and the power supply on that side, the power brick on the bottom there. So you could see where the piece of wood was that held the bottom of the circuit board. There's just a piece of wood that goes there with some slits in it. We'll have to remake that for the new circuit board. Now the circuit board I do not have the metal plates that go between them. So I guess also, if anybody has a set of metal plates that goes between those MCR boards, let me know. It'd be nice to put those on there. Then I'll make the brackets to fit that. So other than that, I think I'm gonna spend a couple minutes. I think we should get a heat gun and try to take the sider off and see if it maybe pulls the paint with it. I can't tell if this is latex paint or oil-based paint. I'm kind of hoping it's latex, but honestly, the more I look at it, they might have spray canned it, which could be bad. I don't know. I can't tell. I can kind of see roller marks, but when you look at it from the side, it's kind of blotchy, like it would be like spray paint, you know? Let me grab my heat gun. Let's just see if we heat up this artwork, what happens. I'm just real curious to see if that artwork's back there. But I'm not going to go crazy with it. I don't want to go destroying it by being in a rush. So just going to see what happens if I take off a piece of this side art. And if it's looking like it's going to damage something, I'm going to stop. And we will do it when we have more time to do it. But let's just see what happens here. Yeah, this is taking, the artwork's taking the red paint too. There might be, I don't know, man. It's gonna kind of suck if I have to use a vinyl decal for the sides. I'd really rather not. I don't know if anybody makes a stencil kit. Probably be really kind of hard to paint that. I think it's black and gold. Well, I guess if I had the stencils, probably do it. I think it's kind of intricate though. Something's telling me that this is spray paint or oil base by the way it looks. I'm trying not to apply too much heat because I don't want the heat to overreact, you know, make this adhesive on here hold the paint. And I think that might have been what happened there, was I used a little too much heat. I'm gonna go get a little bit of lacquer thinner on a rag and just try this upper corner. Try an upper corner where I know the artwork is not, just to see if that lacquer thinner takes that black paint off. Chances are it is an oil-based product or a spray can or something like that, which is probably gonna ruin my chances of saving this side art. So let me go see. Okay, let's just try it up here real quick. A little bit's coming off on the rag. Not a ton, which usually that means it could be latex. I don't know though, it's a little sticky feeling. Can't tell by the smell. Let me go grab some alcohol and a magic eraser. All right, I put a little bit of denatured alcohol in this top corner up here. Nothing crazy. I actually put a little bit onto this magic eraser. Stuff feels real sticky. I mean, I'm starting to see red paint. It's definitely revealing red paint. My only problem is like all this right here. Let me try putting a little bit right there, scrubbing on it a little bit. Let me turn the lights on. Probably have to shut this door because of the sun. The van's kind of in the way. We can shut it most of the way. Part of the way. Does that look better now? Yeah. Let's see if what's going on under here. I know I was talking to Charlie from Overtime Arcade, and he told me to take these nice thick shop towels, lay the cabinet outside, kind of saturate these with the denatured alcohol, lay them on the cabinet, put some saran wrap over top of it and let it sit for a little while, then come back and start wiping the paint away. Now, I'm going to probably do that method. I'm just right now just trying to test an area just to kind of get an idea. Is this artwork under here? Did they sand it off before they painted the black? I just don't know. I think this is about the height that it would be at. Probably have to get a little bit more alcohol on there. Now the fact that this is removing some black paint, does that mean that this is latex? I don't know. You know, I've never had very good luck removing paint off the side of a cabinet, but it's not looking too hopeful to me because the way that this looks right here, to me that looks like there's no artwork there. And I'm pretty sure that's about the height of where the artwork would be. I think it goes like right in this area here. If I have to use vinyl for these sides, I'm gonna see about, if I have to use a vinyl decal for these sides, I'm gonna see about just printing the decal itself and cutting it out on the cutter, just around the outer perimeter, because I noticed that some places are selling the artwork with the whole side red vinyl. And I don't know if I should do that if I have to, or if I should cut it out and place it and then just paint the whole cabinet red. If you guys have any thoughts on that, I'd like to know. Just don't really know what direction to go in here. Starting to see some red and stuff. Looks like I might be seeing a different color here. Just let it set for another couple minutes. I'm gonna let that sit on there for a couple minutes and then I'll scrub it again. It's been sitting for about a minute or two. Just try to scrub a little bit more of it off. I'm seeing something right here. Definitely seeing signs of something right in this area. Put some more on there. But this is how that guy said he stripped off the Sinistar, was with the magic eraser. Now I don't know if he used denatured alcohol or not. I should have asked him that, but I didn't. Definitely see something. We'll let that sit again and I'll come back. Looks like I'm starting to see gold. Okay, let's try it again. Supposedly the magic eraser shouldn't really hurt it because this is such a, it's like such a fine sandpaper that it should not affect that paint, the original paint on there. I mean, we are seeing something. We are definitely seeing artwork. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to lay this on its side and let it sit there and soak like Charlie told me to do. But just to see is all I'm after right now. We'll let it sit for another couple minutes and we're going to scrub it for one more time. While I'm letting that sit for a couple minutes, now the back and the front and all that stuff, I'm just going to sand that down with my sander and repaint it red. I will find a red that matches the other red. I am not going to waste my time trying to strip that black off of there because it's got some big nicks in it and stuff and glue and stuff. So I think I'll probably just repaint that red, freshen up the coin door, because we're obviously going to have to fix the red on the sides of the cabinet anyways, because there's some pretty good nicks and stuff back on this edge and stuff that I want to fix. I don't want to leave that. Now I was talking to the guy from the Sinistar, and he told me to try this, which I've never tried it before. He said on this to take your tape and tape off as much of this as you can. So basically I could take my tape and I can kind of tape this in a circle right around that edge there. But there's gonna be some parts that protrude out. He said to get liquid mask and put several coats of liquid mask on the areas that are protruding past your paper. And he says that when you go to paint, that should keep that overspray from sticking to the artwork, because the overspray will stick to the liquid mask rather than the artwork, which is a really awesome idea. So like that, where it says Sinistar and stuff, I'll be able to tape 90% of that off, and then I'll just have to use a little bit of that liquid mask around the edges. Now, once I fix the black and I fix the color, what I'll do is I'll fix the black first, then I'll untape it, then I'll fix any of the red, blue, and silver that is messed up, because I don't want to do that in reverse. I don't want to fix those colors first and then tape over it, because you run the risk of your tape possibly peeling off that repair job that you did. So I'll do the black first, then I'll repair the red and the blue and the silver, and then after that I will unmask it. You know, everything will be unmasked, and I'm going to clear coat the whole cabinet. By clear coating the whole cabinet, I'm going to seal in that side art from having any future damage, you know, done to it. And that Williams cabinets are not a flat clear, they're not a gloss clear, they're in between. So I'm going to take some flat clear and some gloss clear, mix them together, and try to come up with like a semi-gloss. So let's go back to what we were working on here, the Sinistar. And I talked too long and some of the alcohol kind of dried out. That's why I could see why he said to put it on paper towels and cover it with saran wrap, because if you don't, this stuff dissipates so quickly. But I mean, it's here. The artwork is here. And you know what? If I can get it looking like this yellow right here, I'm leaving it. I do not want to put artwork on the side of this cabinet if I don't have to. I'm fine. I'm totally fine with the fact of having to buy a new marquee and a control panel overlay. That's fine. But I really do not want to mess with this side art. I mean, there's some flaking here, obviously, where the paint is missing, and we could just brush touch some of that if we even care, you know. Just all gonna depend. But I'm really hoping that this is here. I'm gonna have to really get a good look at some pictures of what this is supposed to look like, because to be honest with you, I've seen them before, but I never really examined what the artwork looked like, you know. It's kind of just one of those things where, oh, that thing's sweet, and you kind of just move on, you know. But now that I have one, I'll have to really look. But it's there. There it is. Which is awesome. I think it's gonna work. And I don't think this artwork comes down super far either. I think it only comes down to maybe there or so. So it's not a big area. And if it comes down to it, the rest of this black paint on that lower half, if I don't want to sit there and scrub it, I'll just sand it down, because I'm going to paint the red. You know, I'm going to do exactly what I do with the Sinistar, painting the black, but obviously in revert, I'm painting red versus black. And it looks like on the back of this cabinet that this part's also red. Now I wonder if this top piece was red. If anybody has one and wants to let me know, that'd be good to know if that's red as well as this, or was this black? Because the back door was red. I'm thinking they just sprayed everything red on this thing. That's my guess. So, all right, guys, this is just a quick video of the Satan's Hollow pickup. I'm wanting to get Satan's Hollow and Sinistar mixed up because they both start with an S. So, all right, so that is just a quick pickup video. We'll get on this after we finish get the Sinistar cabinet straightened out. But hope you guys are liking what you're seeing. If you guys can comment on the red on the top and everything, which I'm pretty sure. I don't know inside here, was this black? You know, was it red, black? I don't know. I haven't even really looked at very many pictures of this. I'm gonna say this is probably black in here. Usually, that's usually what it is. And down this edge is usually black. But once again, if anybody has a two-way Sinistar joystick, please message me, let me know. Also, if you guys are liking what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. And like I said, questions, comments, feel free to ask. And there might be another pickup in a couple weeks. Might be doing a trade. Not going to fill you in on that yet because you never know, things could change. But we might be doing a trade, an empty cabinet for an empty cabinet. I had to drive 3 hours there and 3 hours back, but I will definitely let you guys know if I am going to be doing a trade. It'll be a cool trade if we do, I think, but we'll see. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys actually in a little bit. I think I'm gonna go in the basement. I'm not gonna do anything else out here. I've been running around for like 13 hours today, so I think I'm gonna go in the basement and I'm gonna do some more work in the Wizard of War. I was hoping that the high score saver free play would have been here today. It was supposed to be here. Post office said it was supposed to be here. Well, it got laid up in Cleveland, so that's not gonna be here till Monday. But we can at least maybe get the joysticks working 100%. I need to check that volume pot for the left speaker because I'm getting no sounds from the firing of the gun. So I don't know if it's the pot on the board or if there's something else wrong. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys in a little bit.